Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel if you're a first timer. Welcome back if you're not. I'm going to do your August 2019 love reading for you and the person that you're thinking about. And a little bit of clarification. And then I would also suggest that this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please check your other signs if you're not hitting it here. Also, switch sides if you're not seeing your story on the one side. Okay, so this is for Aquarius for August 2019 or thereabouts. I hope that Mercury retrograde season was okay by you, and we are now in Virgo season for those Virgos that are watching or cross-watching. Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, all right. Aquarius, August 2019. And this is the energy you are in. How you see your person. I'm going to move a bunch of this back. How you feel about your person. The energy they're in. How they see you. How they feel about you. And your collective energy, obstacle, advice, and potential outcome. And the bottom of the deck energy or the undercurrent, it may be not what you're conscious of, but what's stirring the pot during this month is the Four of Coins. I should also say that using the Fountain Tarot. So for those of you wondering, it's actually a very beautiful deck. And my light is not awesome in here right now, so I apologize. But so Four of Coins energy under the deck would be that somebody might be holding on, somebody might be holding back during this month, whether it's you or the other person or both of you. There could be an energy of holding back, not being forthright with what you're thinking or feeling. Just kind of getting this feeling of being in your own, like picturing like a boxing ring and you both kind of like going to your corners. So you both may even be physically separated for some reason, although this card would not necessarily mean that. It's more about being kind of holding on really tightly to anything that you value or that you don't want to let somebody in, or holding fast to your boundaries, or actually almost being stingy with what you're willing to give up. So for you, it could be cautious, but let's see where your energy is. So where you are right now, Aquarius, is the 10 of Coins. So this, this is kind of interesting because if you've built up this much, wealth or material success, etc., you might really be, concerned about who gets to touch it, who gets to be around it. If you have family success and family dynamics that are going well for you, you might be very protective of that right now. But this would actually say that you're in an abundant place, Aquarius. So this is a really, really great energy card for you. How you see your person right now or during this period is the Ace of Swords. You might see them being... when I see this Ace of Swords in this deck going downward and cutting through these two kind of glass structures, I see it being kind of a piercing energy, a logical piercing, clarifying energy. So you might see your person drawing a line in the sand. Maybe they're being clear, wanting clarity. Maybe they want to communicate. Maybe they're very success-oriented, victory-oriented right now, but you see them as being cutting right to the chase to get some sort of clarity or clear picture about something. If it's not that, they might be drawing a line in the sand in this situation. The way you feel about them is the King of Coins. Interesting, another coin. So you feel about them actually secure. You feel like, you are secure. You're sitting on your throne. You're in an abundant position. You can be calling the shots. You feel like, I almost feel like in this sense, you are feeling like perhaps you don't need them because you're kind of successful in unto yourself. Things are working well unto yourself in your own little sphere, which is not a bad thing. You know, King of Coins, Ten of Coins. So I would be interested to see what else is going on here, but so far so good, Aquarius. The energy that they're in, or this other person is in, if you know, whichever way you're flipping it, is the Page of Swords. So this makes sense. You're seeing them as the Ace of Swords, and your person is holding that sword. So they maybe are really wanting communication. They're wanting clarification. They may be, you know, willing to do something to get it, because the, you know, as a Page of Swords, they have some youthful energy around this. They are, you know, sometimes not always careful about how they speak or how they charge in to get what they want. They also could be looking, or they could be, you know, in the energy of connecting with you when you're not even aware of it. They might be talking about you to other people. They might be looking at you online. It could be that kind of energy for sure. And those are some of the traditional things that we think of when we think of the Page of Swords. Uh, I see this as just somebody really intent on their goal. Right now, I just see this as somebody who's really intent on their goal, whatever it is. They see you as the King of Cups. So you're feeling, you know, pretty much in control with the King of Coins toward them and the Ten of Coins energy. And they actually see you, you know, in the throne, if you will, this one being, you know, the water and the cups and the emotional energy, but nonetheless, the King of Cups is in control. So they actually see you as being in control of your emotions, but they see you as being kind, considerate. They view you most likely as being someone that has been loving to them, generous. And again, I think I just get a feeling like they see you, and you may be, during this period, Aquarius, as somebody who's calling the shots. They feel about you as Nine of Wands. They feel like they've been in, this has gone on a long time. You've been in a relationship for a while. This is not a new thing. They feel like you've been through some ups and downs, some trials and tribulations. They are not going anywhere based on the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands tends to be an energy of stick around, even if there's, you know, even if there could be some challenges associated with this, stick around, figure it out. Warrior, you know, there's one more battle in it. They could see this as, you know, not going anywhere, that they would like to figure this out. They would like to figure this out. And that makes sense to me with the Page of Swords energy too, trying to figure this out. And the energy you have collectively together is the Chariot. There's the guy on the horse. So, you know, kind of reining in both the black and white horses. So the two of you are trying to figure this out. You are trying to reconcile, you know, your various feelings about this. You're trying to move ahead. You're trying to get some victory together. Get, you know, if you're stuck, you're both trying to get unstuck. There's a collective energy of trying to get victory and success out of this, which is really great. This is a great spot for this card to be in. So that's really, really positive. If one person had this and the other, you know, was kind of disinterested or stuck, this wouldn't be good. But in the common spot, this means that you're both wanting movement. You're both wanting victory. As the potential obstacle, we have the Queen of Wands. So all that said, as an obstacle, the Queen of Wands would be saying that the situation might be lacking a little bit of passion. It might be lacking a little bit of inspiration. It might be getting a little bit old in some respects. It might be needing a little infusion of inspiration. And this is not getting any brighter for me. I'm sorry about this, Aquarius. So, yeah, I think that it's either that, or you might have a literal Queen of Wands as an obstacle in your situation. There could be somebody that is a third party that is an obstacle, a relative, or a literal other partner in this situation that is getting in the way of you progressing with this person. It could be a fire sign, doesn't need to be. But if it is a literal person, this person would be attractive and magnetic and, you know, basically the kind of person that easily could make someone turn their head. I don't know. I hope that's not your case. The advice is the Star. The advice is to keep hope in this relationship, to keep your wishes alive, to stoke the flame of hope. The advice could actually be that you do this for yourself first, so that you're more inspired to do that in a relationship. So if you're not feeling hopeful, if you're not feeling energized, positive, or you need to do any healing yourself, this to me would say that the advice would be always kind of look at yourself first, Aquarius. So that if you need any of that first, before you could come together to have success, you would want to attend to that, whatever that means, attend to that. The potential outcome is the Ten of Wands. So this is a challenge for me, and it's not what I expected to see in the potential outcome. The Ten of Wands is that you might have reached the end of a cycle here. They're feeling Nine of Wands toward you, and the potential outcome, not necessarily the outcome, would be that it keeps going in some challenging direction to the point of Ten of Wands. You know, the Ten of Wands doesn't mean that something was just over and ended after that energy. It means there's something that either really needs fixing or shifting or transmuting or change. So it could be there's some things that have gone on or some patterns in this dynamic that have depleted both of you to the point where it needs a reboot. It needs a new start. It needs like resuscitation of some sort. And if it doesn't get it, the Ten of Wands has an energy of things grinding to a halt. This would tell me is there's an important connection here, though. And then, you know, Page of Cups, somebody might need to express themselves because at the heart of this matter, here's Ten of Wands again, despite the burden or conflict or patterns that may not always be healthy, there is some love here. So, you know, it's definitely worth looking at. I just want to see, you know, it's interesting that you would have the Chariot as the common energy, but yet the potential outcome would be the Ten of Wands. So why is the Chariot here between the two of you? Two cards. There's love here. Okay. The Chariot is here, and we have a Cup of Emotions, but we also have somebody debating over whether they should take the cup. So one or both of you is wanting to extend the cup, and I did get the Page of Cups before, which is the same exact thing, extending an offer of love. So somebody's very emotional, and somebody's less emotional and kind of like, I'm not sure if I want to take the cup, or it's right in front of me, but I don't know. I really don't know if it's the right one for me. So somebody's more ambivalent than the other, and I think what's happening with the Chariot is reconciling that maybe the two of you is, you know, it's possible for some of you watching that the two of you are not on the same page. Because sometimes the Chariot is trying to take, you know, the white horse and the black horse and meld it together for a solution, get kind of the reins together on two horses almost going in a different direction, and that's what these horses are doing. So I wonder if the two of you have an issue of not being on the same page. And again, the advice is that there is some healing needed. There's some, you know, there's some healing needed if you're going to hold on to some hope together here. And I do want to just see if there's any clarifiers on what the Ten of Wands is about. What is the burden about? Are you on the same page? Has there been a lot of conflict? What is that? The Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. What is the Ten of Wands about? Ten of Wands for Aquarius. Four of Discs. See, so he's holding on. Someone's holding fast to some judgment. So there could be some resentment or critical judgment that somebody is holding from the past. That's what I'm feeling. So the burden is that one or both of you have an image of the other that you're not letting go of, that is a criticism or a judgment. I mean, I'm almost feeling it was in a negative sense that, you're not releasing. So that's getting in the way. But the advice is the star. You've got to heal whatever resentment is lingering in this. And I don't know if you can influence them to do that. And again, you might just need to do that yourself first. But there's, that would make sense to me because the Chariot is trying to pull together forces that aren't naturally going together. And there is some love and emotion here, but somebody's crossing their arms like, And it makes sense to me, one or both of you crossing the arms despite the love because somebody's holding a grudge. So please comment in the comments section. Are you holding a grudge? Are you holding fast to an old opinion? Do you think they are what's getting in the way? And what you think needs to happen for this to move along? I would love to hear because at the end of the day, you know what's best, not a reader. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. I would love that. But moreover, I just want to thank you for being here. Check your other signs if you'd like to, and let me know how this did or did not resonate with you. I'd love to hear. Take care and have a good August.